So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan. We're all in danger now. Bran? Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, so we definitely don't have anything for there. We do have Strange, so it seems like we have to go back here and do Strange. Well, time to bust out the Strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Look, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with ya, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence,
Oh,
the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
it's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? What are you, some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped.
Ooh.
Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Well, I guess we distracted him long enough for Luca. Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in
He's
the
in the
glowing
goo
ooze.
now. Uh-oh. So everything so far has been aging that gets touched by that ooze. You jerk. My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Uh-oh. There's gotta be another outcome. Struggle. By the way, I wonder if that's another fishing bait word. I don't feel so good. Oh boy. Huff. I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yup. Uh-oh. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems
The person at
okay.
the warehouse.
Becca's staying with us this time too, no?
This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy.
But now that kid is... Oh, and if the weirdness of the village and people, like, that know about this sees him, I wonder if they'll take him. Unless he goes into hiding.
Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
Oh, no. We have to find Rollo. Took the words out of my mouth. So, Becca's still with us. So... well, I was gonna say, if we run into Mr. Numcreed again, we have Beck with us. It might be a bit more difficult for him to just push Luca into the phone booth. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We're just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. These clipboard dudes. Really? Where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. It can be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. I don't know to trust them. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Also, in the previous path, we ran into Rollo's sister and her friend in the area before. Now we run into him. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandma was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. No, Clipboard knew her name already. Did they mention Beck? I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
Nellie, that one of the parents. I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Oh, so we are still getting separated by Beck now. Glad he's okay. Kind of weird.
Rollo was safe.
He won't be safe until I actually legitly see him.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
Oh, new
Our
chapter 4.
harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran, is she even home? As adorable that is. I'm not gonna do it again. I promise. I will get stuck in corners. Whew. I've been in big trouble if Gran had caught me out this late. I guess we'll head this way. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. She's not out here, if she is home. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Before we proceed up, I am wondering if these are different branches. We didn't do struggle yet, which actually that's a new one there with the whole Rollo situation. We're doing strange right now. It is a tree, so different branches with a story.
Luca was alone.
Graham is not home.
The house was empty.
Did he lie to us or Gran went back out? So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Oh, Luca, I wish I could fall asleep like you.
Luca was sitting by the pond,
Creepy nightmare?
listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning,
This sounds
he
like a
spoke.
pond dream memory.
Why don't you grab me some nice bait?
Yeah.
Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb.
Oh, boy.
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it.
Oh.
The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice
Freezing.
before we can make it right.
Pretty much the game.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed.
It's essentially we're making all the wrong choices first until we make the right ones.
Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold.
Also about the everything being cold.
Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father.
It's like foreshadowing again toward his
Dad,
father.
look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was.
It isn't.
Dad, we have to go. Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run. The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull
You
out.
may have an idea,
A
but
shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
that couldn't be a restful sleep. Oh, the walkie-talkie again. In the middle of the night.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the
Oh.
noise.
Luca. Rollo, is that you? Luca! There. Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now,
Nah, he didn't go home.
but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What, the man in the hazmat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Like, wherever, like, that phone booth sent Luca on the other line. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least... Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. Don't trust him. He's whatever they are. Hold on, someone's
The
coming.
signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response.
Yeah, don't trust the clipboards.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rolo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to. The treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Let's go. Hooked up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. All right, let's go.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
Oh, hide.
He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Gran? Wait, there's some others. Lady from the diner? Oh, and that might be the dad of that girl, Roxy's friend. He looks squirrelish. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. We're all in danger. Could they know what's going on? The adults. Maybe they are like fighting against it? Maybe? I, for one, refuse to sit idly while that danger persists. Refuse. Okay, we got a new word. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could all have made the deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Okay. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Sparkplug. I wonder what Sparkplug is all about. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. She's heading home, obviously. And she's got to see Luca's missing. Bran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fartilli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Oh, she does her best work at night. Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. Probably the diner's like the meeting place for Operation Sparkplug. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. Of course, she witnessed all this. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. No joke about that. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. I was wondering if she should have joined him, actually. But it is what it is. If not, she's another pair of eyes somewhere else. So we know we got struggle there. And we're in the middle of Strange at the moment. See if it... that looks like it could branch from that side. So that's a different... I wonder if this is completely like an end... No, it can't be an end point. I think it can grow more. We'll find out. So they came from this way. And we're supposed to head to the treehouse. Alright, let's talk to these two, possibly. I did it! I changed the sign. Splendid, did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
What prank? I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Oh, they just took off. Should I go into town and take a look? Ooh, you caught that. That was my chinchilla. He's just going for a midday run. I better hurry up to the treehouse. Okay, so Luca does not let you by. Fair enough. To the treehouse. Okay. Oh, and since we're here, let's see if there's a new bait type. And struggle.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Let's go. Okay, we got this. We're gonna get this. Come on. Come on. Oh, a bottle with a note inside. Message in the bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that laying around. We're not gonna open it? Oh, maybe another time. That was it for now. We'll be back to the treehouse and the radio. Okay. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Sound like a boat horn. Oh no, it's the music. Rollo! Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Wait, what? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Something's behind there? I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Okay, someone's hiding behind there. Who's that? Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
What? Could this be the kid from earlier? The bully? Iggy? Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore. So he probably went into hiding.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself
Iggy.
to Luca.
Yeah, I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. So as they say, Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault. Well, Iggy, maybe he shouldn't have pushed you into the ooze, but you did start the whole, shouldn't be a bully, my dude.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. He's jealous of him. In general, I'm guessing. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship, none of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Wheatwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, Where are you? This is just getting worse. The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. Oh, they were chasing Iggy. I wonder if they know. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the tree. Fudge. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards. Yep. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. Yelling questions? What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Oh boy. Hello! Is anyone present in this arboreal... excuse me, I am awful at pronouncing anything. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Holy really clones? Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. That one, whatever the names, now I'm guessing they all have a different name, Toby and whatnot. They're probably some, maybe not exactly clones, but they're not exactly real, human-ish. Sound kind of robotic. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob craned to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. It aged him. I wonder if it's He pretty much had a rough day. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC.
The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Interesting.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Mr. Kerr. I think he might be human, though. The Toby, etc. are obviously not, though. I wonder if it's gonna expose what they are, though. Like, we shoot them with a cannon. Here's Mr. Kerr. Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? And why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. Thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Ooh. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
Go for it, Luca. What did you do to Rollo? Until we get that answer, of course. You liar. Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Turning point?
Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Yeah, I think this is... Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Is this gonna be one word? Fight. Oh, so fight's not gonna be exactly the right choice the next time, though. Let's go!
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most
they swap sides
insolent
here.
demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Oh, hey. That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it comes to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes.
So unfortunately, I think Rollo's MCDC was not as quite effective.
The end. That escalated quickly.
Yep.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
How would they escape the tree there? So obviously not fight is the correct answer, and we can't go through that way. Oh, and the tree branch did grow there. So it looks like this is pretty straightforward in the game so far. There's really not exactly branching, if you get what I'm saying. It's pretty much a straightforward path, at least the way they want to tell the story. Either way, it seems like we're going back to the warehouse of horrors, and we're gonna try struggle now. This time. This story is about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go!
Oh, this was just the Luca, I believe. No Rollo.
Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go.
So we didn't get caught this time. And Rollo does not go missing. We haven't met Beck yet,
Luca
though.
was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Just run fucking home.
Chapter 3.
Okay, all the way back to chapter 3 in this case.
Everything's fine.
Everything's okay.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So this is the same. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. She didn't say that before, though. She got a phone call, too. I wonder if the phone call pertained actually to Rollo. So we'll see if she gets it, so. One from Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Deliver jam to Mr. Tolliver. So we're getting more activities. Another from Mrs. Fartelli at the diner. So maybe she originally delivered the jam, kind of, since she had to go meet with them. But now that if she doesn't get the phone call, we're going to go deliver it. And my guess now is the phone call was pertaining with Rollo's situation, possibly. Maybe heighten the situation of Operation Sparkplug. So deliver jam to both of them. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. Yeah, he's certainly invested in your jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. We really have to. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. Gives the worst jam to him. If it is jam. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Okay, can we talk to her anymore? Grandma, I'm gonna cause destruction in the house. Wonder if there could be a trophy related to leaving the sink and fridge open. I guess it doesn't hurt to try, except the poor water and electricity bill. Alright, so we're in struggle turn point now. As always, checking around any changes. Sorry, Graham. She is home though, so she could turn them off. Cool. She's gonna make the phone call this time. The sink going in the fridge. Hello, it's Jumper, Hartford. Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. So, Gran may be Mom's mom? I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Could this be Mr. Nuncreed? I wonder... should we check anything? The only thing I could think of is the walkie-talkie. Did we? We might have not. That's right. Rollo didn't come with us, so therefore we did not get walkie-talkies. We found that with him. All right. Well, this is gonna be fun carrying. Rollo! Hey gremlins, if you're loving my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps me keep creating more content for you all. And don't forget to share and leave a comment too. Let's grow this community together. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on being you.